Hello, I'm Toycat, and welcome back to the video. Today I figured I would show you some of the secret chests you can find in battle. One of the most important parts of battle is being able to find chests so you can get loot and so you can defeat people, and some of the chests in some of the maps are really deviously hidden, and I figured as a result of this it would be kind of cool to show you some of the, at least harder for me to find, chests that I wouldn't have found without a long time of playing that you can now go find off by yourself. So hopefully you all do enjoy this video. If you do, like it, let me know because it helps out the channel a lot, and lets me know you do like the, again, the kind of battle secrets we're doing today. With that said, let's get straight into it. Let's start by going over to the first one, which is here on Cove, which is why we're on Cove, by the way, because there's a really cleverly hidden one, because there's a bunch of red X's around Cove. Don't worry about the starving to death, we can deal with that later, but yeah, there's a bunch of red X's around Cove, if you actually look around here, but there's one black X found just over here, and I had the tiniest hint on Twitter that, like, oh, check under the black X, and then I was like, okay then, let's go check under there, so I decided to actually go do it, and as you can see, just here, under the black X, boom, there is actually a chest, kind of hidden, and you can find good stuff in it. In my case, I just found a helmet, because someone must have been there already, but because, you know, these secret chests seem to have these slightly higher spawn rates for good stuff, then in this chest right here, you can find yourself, some pretty good stuff usually. So yeah, very nicely hidden chest just under there. The rest of the chests on this map aren't amazingly, like, hidden or anything, you know, but on the smaller version of the map, there's one hidden on this end of the cave, but yeah, for the most part, the rest of the chests aren't, you know, like, amazingly hard to find. You can be able to see them, because most of them are poking out, but that one under the black cross is one that, again, to me at least, it's quite clever, because most people don't think to go underwater, and from most angles, unless you're, like, literally here looking downwards, you're not going to be able to see that chest, and now you can go look for it. So with that said, let's move on to the second map with the second set of, or the second secret chest. Okay, so this second map is Cavern, which is one which has, I guess, 3 chests that are kind of hidden, 2 that I didn't know about when I first played, but there's one that's a little bit more hidden than the 2 up there, because most of you probably know about the 2 chests you can access from either side of the map up there. They're kind of like the second center of this map, but there's also a few other chests around the map which are a little bit more devious, including one on the stairs like this, by the way. But yeah, I'll show you just the one that I think is the most secret of all of them, because again, trying to get up to these stairs isn't too amazingly hard. You just either hop up here, then follow the ladder up, or you can go around the other side entirely. It's entirely your choice, but there's also a cleverly hidden one just over on the opposite side of the map to that chest, or if you want to remember it by the center's colors, it's the opposite side of the map, it's the side of the map with the emerald on it. If you go to that side of the map and then you go to this corner over here, there's a couple of blocks missing. So the cool thing about this little corner is you can actually hop into it if you want to, and you'll find yourself a secret little chest over here. So I've never seen this chest refill for some reason. Maybe that is just coincidence, or maybe it's a non-refillable chest, but it is pretty well hidden, and you can get from either side if you want to. But again, I think it's really cool. There's just a tiny hole in the wall here that looks like it's another light hole, because there's a lot of those around, but this one actually does lead to a very, I guess it leads into like a graveyard with, I guess, an extra good chest, because it's one from a graveyard with lots of dead people around it. I don't know the logic entirely. I just know that this chest over here I didn't know about until very recently, despite playing maybe like 50 games of this map by now. So in case you didn't know about it too, that's the handy little thing that you might want to know now. So with that said, let's move on to the next map secret chest, shall we? As I think we're just ignoring them now. I kind of like that. So yeah, let's move on to the next map secret chest, and we'll move there now. Okay, so next up we're here on Lair, and I think we're on the small version of Lair. Okay, no, we're not. Okay, so next up we're here on Lair, and Lair is one with, I guess it's a secret chest a lot of people do know about, but in case you do not, it's one that usually seems to provide me with very good stuff. It's not going to do it right now just because weird stuff, and again, I don't know if like different chests are weighted to have different stuff, or if it is just entirely based on perception, but again, when you go to this chest, you're going to get good, like I got a flame bow and a bunch of arrows, pretty good for my first chest off spawn. That guy wants to kill me. So yeah, that is the secret chest on this map. You have to activate a lever to get to it, and it's really kind of clever because it's a really dangerous chest to get to, you know, just knowing about the lever isn't good enough, because if someone else comes behind you and flips the lever, then guess what? Suddenly, ow. As you can imagine. So, the other alternative to getting to this chest is to fire resistance potion and jump in there from above. I think that's a little bit dangerous, but if that's what you want to do, it's what you want to do. And yeah, for the most part, it's a tricky chest to get to, but if you just run there first and hope no one else is following you, then you'll probably do just alright. So yeah, with that said, there's one other thing I do want to show on this map. It's, I don't want to say it's like an exploit, but it's a really cool position you might want to get to, because I really wanted to get on top of the dragon head. Like, I once saw like one of the 4J members playing and going inside the eye, and I was like, what if you can get on top of the head itself? So what I decided to set out to do is try and get on top of the head with any means possible, and although it's not possible without either being hit by someone or hitting yourself, it is technically possible to get up there. So I figured I'd show you exactly how, because just round here there's a couple of 2 high jumps you have to do to get up there. All you have to do is knock yourself up by pinning yourself in the head with an arrow. Again, kind of a tricky weird thing to end up doing, but you can actually get up here just like this, and if you want to snipe from the top of the skull head like this, which I'm going to be able to do in a second, what you can actually do is you can just Okay, there we go, we knocked ourselves off. But yeah, if you just get onto that second layer and then jump up to the top, you actually can do that. Again, this is a really cool method to get over tiny barriers if you want to do awesome stuff, like get on top of the head, and from up there, you can actually see the dragon head. So I'm going to try just a few more times, and then we'll just conclude that, oh yeah, you can do this yourself if you want to. Because it is, okay, hitting yourself an arrow at just the right angle, it's something I'm not amazingly experienced at. There we go. Up we are. Let's eat some pork chops so we don't die. And now we have the most amazing sniping position in the world on top of the, I guess, is it a dragon? I just assumed it was dragon. But the skull, whatever beast this is, you can get all the way to the top of the head if you want to, and it's just awesome to me. I mean, honestly, it's just the sort of shock effect of like, how is he on top of the skull head? And the vision you get on the entire map from up here is amazing to me. Also, if you want, you can shoot arrows up through there, and if you really want, you could do an amazing trick shot where, like, let's say you shoot an arrow up through there, try and land it in the center, and like hit someone to kill them. I don't think that's really too possible, like really too realistic. And okay, let's try this. Can we do it? There we go. Okay, so we fired one over. Will it land through there? No, it landed somewhere in between, but still, I think it's pretty cool that you can get all the way up here, and it's not a secret chest, but it is a really cool secret little area that I don't think they intended you to get to. So with that said, let's move on from this little area to the next one, shall we? And I believe... Okay, so next up we're here on Temple with the last of the semi-secret chests in my opinion, because again this is one that is kind of tricky to know about if you just don't ever check it, because if you go to the direct of the map here, you can see there's a chest up there, and that chest is relatively difficult to get to. You can do some weird arrow stuff to get up there, or you can try and go up here. But the cool thing about this chest in my opinion, it's not necessarily the chest itself, it's the fact that everyone, a lot of people will fight for it. So, even though it's, oh jeez, we need to knock this person off, is the fact that everyone will fight for it, and the fact that it's in such a strong area of the map. So, although the chest itself might not be the best kept secret, again, because there's always, like, at least one other person here, it's, the secret to me is the fact that this is one of the best places to kill people if you don't have good stuff. Because, again, you can get this stuff in the chest, it is a stone sword, because, again, it is a secret/rare chest, or at least, it seems to be, and it usually seems to be good stuff, but as well as, oh, very sorry about that. But this, well, I guess I'm not sorry because it is battle. But yeah, the thing about this game mode in particular is being up here gives you an amazing opportunity to kill people, even if you have nothing. Even if you have just a stick, or even if you have literally just your fist, you can kill people who have way better weapons than you and take it. Because the thing about being this high up is all you have to do is one well-placed sprint hit, followed by another one, because there's a second staircase at the bottom of that staircase, and you can actually destroy people in that particular way. So yeah, it's something that I find really handy, at least personally. If you want to, you can just knock people off here and do massive damage to them. And just to show you what I mean by that, if I was to be knocked off and went really far down, as you can see, that's 3.5 hearts just to almost the bottom. That'd be another 3.5 hearts to get down to here. And if you get them all the way up to this little corner, you can entirely kill them with falling damage, excluding the damage you can do to them by yourself, by the way. So yeah, pretty cool way to do a thing right there. As well as that, there's quite a few other chests in this map that I guess they're relatively devious, where it's like, you have to kind of go behind stuff, and there's a couple on trees and stuff. In fact, let me show you one. There's one just on top of one of the trees on the sides of this map. Boom, he just did it to me, but he's proving my point perfectly there. And it is worth knowing about, and yeah, that is why this map is pretty cool in my opinion. The centerpiece, I really like maps that have more than one position of power, and most of the maps seem to be centered around, okay, there we go, hopefully we can do it to them, hopefully we can do it, there we go, do some damage, I think I'm killing a penguin here, nope, the penguin killed me, but yeah, you get the basic point here. Having a second point of control at the top of the map is really vital. If you make people come up to you, not only do they have to go up the stairs, or it's kind of recommended that they do, which means there's only 4 ways they can get to you, but also, you get an amazing vantage point, and also, if you can knock them down, like I kind of fell because I didn't sprint him, then you can do serious damage and turn the tide of a fight. You really shouldn't be able to win otherwise. So yeah, something handy you might not have known about Temple right here. So yeah, hopefully you did all enjoy this little video. By the way, Temple and Cavern are suspiciously similar design. They have the same, like, patterns of, like, diamond, redstone, gold, and thing in the center, and I think there's, like, some ridiculous link, like, maybe Temple is above Cavern, maybe, or something ridiculous like that. I don't know, just tiny little conspiracy theory in the end here. But yeah, hope you did all enjoy this little video. If you did like it, let me know. Share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. Let me know what you think about these slightly more informal tip videos, where, like, I'm playing the game as I do it. Because for battle, it's kind of a necessary thing. But again, you can let me know what you think. This is the chest I'm thinking of, by the way. It's very hard to see, because most of the blocks are semi-opaque, and it's on top of a tree. But you can find it just over there. But with that said, yeah, hope you all did all enjoy this video, because I will see you all in another one. So thank you all very much for watching. Have a nice day, everyone. Goodbye.